Marquise!
What?
Come. Do you know why you're getting fat?
What?
What's up guys, it's Osman Edwards aka Ozzy Physique and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be talking about the 5 foods that are probably making you fat. So if you're new here and you want to see all things fitness to help you achieve your body goals, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss any of my new videos. Now before anything else, I want you guys to just comment down below which foods that you're eating that you think may be making you fat. So just comment that down below. Now time for the reveal. So the first healthy food that's making you fat is low-fat packaged foods or sweets. So I know plenty of you guys have probably had something like low-fat Oreos, like reduced fat Oreos, low-fat potato chips, all those type of things like that. What's the type of food? Let's say low-fat yogurts, things like that. So the problem with those is that the fats that we have in our foods, most of them add to the flavor, thus making our food taste a lot better. So now when the food companies remove these things from the food to make it reduced fat, you're thinking that you're getting something a lot better now because it's less fat. But you have to remember that at some point you're supposed to have some type of fats in your diet and like in the way you eat. So when they remove the fat, they're taking flavor out of it. So to make up for that, because they know it doesn't taste as good now, they add more sugars into the foods. So now you're eating low fat but higher sugary foods. So if you look at the food labels on any of these foods compared to the regular, you would realize that there's a lot more sugar inside of these foods, and you're probably like 10 calories less for the reduced version. And then sometimes they just add chemicals and stuff into the foods too, so that's one reason you just want to stay away from low fat foods. Just eat full fat. Just watch try and have it in moderation. Make sure you're not eating too much. You want to have a nice healthy balanced diet. So I'm also going to show you a few pictures on the screen showing you exactly where I have my information from, because it says it clearly. I can show you food labels and everything. They all show a lot more sugar in the foods. And then just packaged foods, they have like lots of sodium in it too, because it's processed at the same time. So now you're just going up on your sodium intake, and then you're going to be bloated more often. So just stay away from the low-fat packaged foods and sweets. There's no point in having it. Now, for the second healthy food that is making you fat, that would be one of the healthiest things that you could think of. It's just salad. Also, think about it, pre-packaged, store-bought, things like that. When you get it from the store now, they put all the dressings and stuff on it. So you're just paying for a fatty salad now. You have croutons, you have your vegetables in there too, and you have your salad, maybe some chicken with it. But on top of that, there's always going to be the high calorie fatty dressings that they're going to put on your salads. So stop having store-bought salads. Just make your own salad. If you want a salad, you want to be healthy with it, just go get some lettuce, get the salad mix and all that other stuff. Just get some grilled chicken or whatever type of protein you want to have inside there. So you just want to get your fiber, your protein, your healthy fats, and some good carbs. So you don't need all the extras. Just make sure you're seasoning it however you want. Try and keep it really light with the dressings, because at the same time you want to make sure you're enjoying what you eat. So don't ever cut out anything that you really like to have in your salads. Just try and have a little bit in moderation. Try and stick to the serving size if anything, or like try and have like a little guesstimate of what you think would be a little on the serving size side, just so you don't go overboard, because at the end of the day you want to be healthy, but you want to enjoy what you're eating. Now, the third healthy food that is making you fat, it is none other than nuts. Nuts. These type of nuts. So this pumpkin seeds right here, these are really good, but these are making you fat. Things like cashews, almonds, walnuts, pecans, all those type of nuts, they're all making you fat. And the reason for that is because they're very calorie dense, which means that they're very high in calories. Now, if you think about it, most of these things are made up of fats. Even though it's healthy fats, fats contain a lot more calories. So compared to your 4 calorie for 1 carbohydrate, 4 calories for 1 gram of protein, then you have the 9 calories for 1 gram of fat. Even though it's healthy fats, it's still packing on a whole lot of calories. Now, if you're let's say this was a jar of, like a can of cashews. If you're just sitting down, you got your phone and whatnot, you're just watching your phone, you're watching a video or something, you're just reaching in, eating your cashews, and about 1 serving is like 160 calories. Eventually you're just going to eat up way past 160 calories. Like, you'll easily get up to 500 calories just eating that. And then as you're focused on your phone, you're not mindful of how much you ate. You consumed a whole lot of calories, and then you're probably not going to be as full now either. So you turned a very healthy food into a very fattening and detrimental food. So you just want to make sure you take a good serving out of there. Like, put the can away. Don't keep it on the side of you or anything. Don't keep reaching for it. Just take out the serving that you need out of there, and then have some other foods along with it. Have some chicken, some good lean proteins, some fibrous vegetables, something that you like though. Make sure you got your carbs with you too. Healthy carbs, like whole grain carbs. You don't want to just have the ones that run straight through you real quick. The added sugars, none of that. So just try and make sure you're mindful of how much of these nuts right here that you're eating. So you don't ever want to be eating from like a big package of anything, because especially when you're not paying attention to what you're eating, you can easily eat up a whole lot more than you intended on eating, and then that's going to lead you to get fat. Now, the fourth healthy food that's making you fat is dried fruits. Oh, I thought fruits were healthy. I thought fruits were healthy too, but when you think about it, it's not always healthy, especially when they're dried fruits. So there was this one time when I went to the store and I got some dried mangoes because I thought it was going to be good for me. And I'm just eating it, and then I realized I wasn't really full, so I was just thinking I could go for another one. Like, though it was low calorie, it's still not going to fill you up. And the reason for that is because dried fruits, they take out the water content that is within fruits. So whenever you have dried fruits, one thing, they become smaller than the original, and then they're sweeter than the original too, because companies, they add in a little bit of sugar to make it a little more tastier. And then at the same time, when you're not getting that water content that belongs in fruits, now there's like a lot more space in your stomach for more food, more fruits. So you always want to make sure you're eating fruits in their healthiest form, in their whole form. Don't have no dried fruits. The only thing that I would see myself having that's dried is raisins, and that's about it. So you don't need to be eating any of those other dried fruits, because they're honestly really small. Also, they're kind of calorie dense in a way if you just keep on eating it too. They're not as bad as nuts in that sense, but you can easily overeat dried fruits. Just try and stay away from dried fruits. If you want some fruits, just go to the supermarket or something and get you some mango. Cut it if you have to, just bite into it. Anything that you have to do to get that good fiber, to get the water content out of the fruit, and to just get the whole benefits of a fruit. Like, what's the point of taking out all the water and stuff just so you can eat more? It makes no sense. Now, the fifth healthy food that is making you fat It is Veggie Wraps. Oh, but I thought Veggie Wraps were good. I thought vegetables were good for you. But guess what? Veggie Wraps are not really just vegetables. It's sometimes not just white bread with a little teeny bit of vegetables and then some food coloring. So now you're just having a plain white wrap, and it's just full of calories. Gets up to about 210 calories. I'll put up a picture that shows you what it says about that too. But Veggie Wraps, they're no good for you. It's unnecessary carbs. It's very fast carbs that go into your body. They get into your bloodstream. They spike your blood sugar, and then next thing you know, you cannot burn fat because you have high blood sugar right now. There was a time in the past when I went to Subway and instead of getting the rotisserie chicken sandwich, I decided to get the savory wrap. Now, after I finished having the wrap, I was like, okay, it was pretty good. There's a lot of sauces in there. And then you already know, we already spoke about this with the salad. The dressings and things, they add a whole lot more calories. So now, if you think about it, I'm having a chicken wrap on a veggie wrap, like inside of a veggie wrap, and that thing has about 210 calories. And then you have the chicken, the sauces and everything. And then the wrap was honestly like this big. If you have the sandwich, you get a lot more. And then it's like if you get the footlong, it's still less calories. So when you get the wrap, when you get the spinach wrap, you're having about 750 calories in one little tiny wrap, and it honestly doesn't fill you up. Like, I don't understand what's the purpose of buying stuff like that. It's like we're being played to think that just because it's a veggie wrap, it's healthy. It's not healthy. We're being lied to, so just stop having those things. If you want to have a wrap, get a smaller wrap. Just make sure you don't put a whole lot of dressings in there. Have anything inside there that is necessary. If you want to have that wrap, make sure it's like around 160 calories. Nothing over there. Unless you're in like a muscle building phase and you're trying to build muscle, you're trying to get in a little more calories, do not go for those things. You don't need veggie wraps. If you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to cut down body fat, go for the lighter things that are going to fill you up. Like, get a whole wheat wrap. The whole wheat wraps, you got to make sure it's actual whole wheat. Check the ingredients and make sure whole wheat is the first ingredient in there. So you want to get those things that are going to actually last in your body, fill you with some fiber, and just make your meal more satisfying and more beneficial to your body. Because when we eat, we want to eat to benefit our bodies, not to just feel good. You want to make sure you're keeping yourself alive and actually benefiting your body. So if you want to benefit your body and feel good at the same time, just spice it up and make it good. Like, it's not that hard. Like, I know we all want to enjoy our food, so just find a way to make it work. If you want to know what you can do to counteract these things and what foods and things that you can have, just comment that down below. Ask me what it is that you need. I can make a video on this too, and that would really help you guys out a lot. I know it would. So if you understood the 5 healthy foods that are making you fat, and if you have any of these things and you actually feel like woken up by what I told you, just be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Turn on post notifications too so you don't miss any of my new videos. I got a lot of great content on the way, but I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.